This is tough reading. This is how Paul writes. I don't understand how those people understood what he said. It took me a long time to really figure out exactly what is this guy trying to say to us. Let's go to my friend Mark. Of Jesus. Oh, jeez. I left my notes in the office.
It'll be short today.
On the desk. It happens. Well, it's not going to be short, I trust. Well, let me begin because I wrote the sermon and hope I will remember what I wrote. I began my sermon by sharing a story of two people who challenged each other to cut wood. So they started cutting wood. So the one guy worked and never stopped. But the other guy stopped and took a break. So at the end of the day, the one who stopped had more wood cut. But the one who did not stop had few wood cut. So the question, how come you cut so much? And I worked from morning and afternoon, and I cut so very few. The answer, I took a rest. And while I rested, I sharpened my saw. While I rested, I sharpened the saw. You did not rest. And your saw was not sharpened. Yeah, you got the wrong one. No? I have it in my head. Okay. I cut more wood because I rested. And while I was resting, I sharpened my saw. This is what Jesus is telling his apostles. You have been working hard. You have been teaching. And you have been healing. Come. Let's go and have some rest. And this is what Christ is teaching us this morning that in the chaos that we experience in life, because our lives sometimes are chaotic, we do a lot of things. In fact, sometimes we multitask. Those who raise children would know how hard it was to raise the children. I see it with my daughter in Edmonton. She has 3 girls. 2 of them play basketball. And she has to juggle her time and drive them around cities. Go to St. Albert, go to Red Deer, go to Saskatoon, now going to Abbotsford. Chaotic. And she says to me, "Dad, I have a headache." And I wanted to say to her, "Come and take a rest." Because this is what Christ is asking us to do. Come, take a rest. Come, take a break. Because Jesus' life was really chaotic, my friends, wherever he went. And he was not dealing with minor issues. He was dealing with issues of life and death. He was dealing with sick people. There were no taxis. People were brought in beds. There were no doctors to diagnose. People came with different ailments. He had no time. And the only way that Jesus knew was that you need to take a break. You need to take some time off. You need to take a rest. In fact, I was visiting one of our members and he told me something that just blew my mind and said to me, "Abiel, do you go on retreats?" I said, "I haven't gone on retreats for a long time." And he said to me, "I go on a retreat. I spend a week in silence." Why do you do it? To get my bearings right. To cool off. Because this world is chaotic. We are too busy. We don't rest enough. And my friends, if you don't rest, then it's not good for your mind, it's not good for your heart. I cut more wood because I rested and I sharpened my saw. This is what one man said. I rested. And this morning, Jesus is kind of teaching us and challenging us to take a rest, to take a break. If you have not gone on a retreat, the Catholic Church has many retreats. Try one retreat. Try a silent retreat where you can be silent for a week and not say a word. We know people who cannot stay without saying something. We know such people. They cannot stay without saying something. And sometimes, when you say these things, you say wrong things. I want to challenge you this morning to try a retreat for once, to see what happens in a retreat. We live in close to London. Ask the Catholic Church. Go find time to rest and find peace. Remember Psalm 46? Be still and know that I am God. This is what God wants for us, and this is what Jesus wants for us. When you look at your life now, when you look at the things that you do, the dominant things that you do all the time, and you make a list of the things that you do, we don't have time. I'll be saying to you, let's take a piece of paper and write the things that we do every time. And also, how do we respond to the things that we do all the time? I wrote on our Strathroy Facebook, I wrote a message this morning about that. Those who read our Facebook will see that message that I wrote. We do a lot of things, and we need time to rest. Friends, look who's talking. Who's talking? Who is talking? The guy who wakes up at 4? Who's talking here? But I've learned over the years, if you do not take a break, then you will not cut more wood. You need to take a break. You need to take a rest. You need to be alone. And when I'm alone in the basement, oh my dear wife, you'll be calling my name. Where are you? Washi, where are you? I want to be alone. So my friends, try this. Try this. Just take 15 minutes of your time in the morning. Just sit quietly, alone. Alone with you, with your thoughts. Just try it. It's not difficult. It will be hard 1 or 2 times. Just take your time. Sit alone and let God be. Remember, if you sit alone, the chaos that is making you so depressed, God is there with you, and God is saying to you, be still and know I am God. I am with you. This is what God said to David. I've been with you. I made you a shepherd. I protected you from your enemies. I was always there. This is the same God who says to us this morning, I am with you no matter what. This is the Christ who says to us this morning, I am with you No matter what. So my friends, I'm asking you this morning to try something new. Sit by your sofa, shut the radio off, shut the TV off. You know, since I shut the TV off and shut the CNN, I feel much better. Because all the time I was always depressed listening to the lies and the untruths. So since I shut the TV and the radio, I feel much better. I could not have managed to do what we've done together in this church without me taking some time off. Remember I said about 3 weeks ago, I like myself? I'm really in love with me. And I said, if I'm in love with me, then I can be in love with you. If I love myself, I can love you all. If I don't love me, then it's a huge problem. So sometimes, when I sit alone, I say these words. Lord Jesus, I like Abiel. I like me. And because I like me, you like me too. And I'm grateful. This is what I say. And this is what I put on our webpage this morning. I said my attitude is that of gratitude. And this is what I say. Lord Jesus, I love Abiel. And I know you love Abiel. And I just want to thank you. Do you think we can try that? How come you chop so many wood? How come you chop so much? And I've worked from morning till late, and I didn't chop as much as you did. The answer. I took a rest and sharpened my soul. So friends, take a rest and sharpen your soul. And great things